The Texans lost. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, this is a very disappointing loss today. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to break down the game. We're going to break down some stats. We're going to do our thing. I'm going to talk about the good and the bad. There was some good in this game. There's a lot of bad in this game. But we're going to talk about it. I'm going to break it down. Before we jump into that real quick, new patron, got to shout out D-Boy, $4 Patreon. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys would like to join the Patreon, it is linked below. You get access to the Discord. If you want to be part of the Discord, join the Patreon, then message me. I'll get you in the Discord. Plus, I'm going to start doing a ton of things over on the Discord. You might even see the videos before everyone else does. Might do pre-released videos over on the Discord. You guys can see it first. Ton of things I got in the works on the Discord because I have to thank you guys and give you guys a ton for supporting the channel. But yes, Miami Dolphins, unfortunately, 31-23 loss in this one, a loss of 8 points. If you guys remember when it came to my preview video, the things I said the Dolphins needed to do to beat the Seattle team, I said Russell Wilson is playing at an elite level, an MVP level. You need to get after him. There's a ton of things I said. I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I jump into that, let's talk about some stats. Because I'm going to start ranting, and I need to get the stats out. So Russell Wilson, 23 for 34, 360 yards. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Xavier Howard, how you doing? Chris Carson, 16 carries for 80 yards. DJ Dallas, 2 carries for 8. Not really much to talk about after that. Receiving, DK Metcalf, 4 catches, 106 yards. David Moore, a.k.a. Noah Igbenogany's daddy, 3 catches for 95 yards and a touchdown. Tyler Lockett, quiet day today. 2 catches for 39. Greg Olsen, 5 for 35. And if we look at the Miami Dolphins, Ryan Fitzpatrick, 29 for 45, 315. 2 interceptions. I will talk about that. Ryan Fitzpatrick, our leading rusher. That needs to stop. That needs to stop. What? Ryan Fitzpatrick, 6 carries, 47 yards. Myles Gaskins, 10 catch. Gaskin, not Gaskins. There's no S at the end of his name. 10 carries for 40 yards. And Matt Breida, 3 carries for 9. And yada, yada. Devontae Parker, 10 catches, 110 yards. Had a good game today. Left, came back, and was like, hey, I'm fine. I'm going to torch this secondary. Isaiah Ford, 4 catches, 48 yards. Matt Breida, 3 catches for 39 yards. Did a little bit of his thing there. Jakeem Grant, 3 catches for 36 yards. And unfortunately, they focused on shutting down Gesicki. They doubled him all game. So let me start talking. Let's start talking about this game. So I'm going to try to sandwich the good with the bad, the good with the bad, the good with the bad. I'm going to try, but I might start going off on tangents and talking more about the bad than the good. So let's talk about the good. Devontae Parker, like I said, very good game from him today. 10 catches, 110 yards. Targeted 12 times. Only 2 drops or 2 overthrows or however you want to look at it. Very good game from Devontae Parker. Myles Gaskin, geez, it's hard not to say Gaskins, continues to show why he's the starter. Jordan Howard, on the other hand, continues to show why he's not the starter. If you want to pick that up. Jason Sanders. Man's got a leg of gold. 5 for 5 today. Thank you, Jason Sanders, for being some type of scoring. Yes, we did get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion late in the game to bring it within 8, but garbage time. It's garbage time. Looking at my notes here, Bobby McCain, he did all right. I'm trying to find the positives because I think I'm just going to completely rip into all of the negatives. Looking at my notes, yeah. Xavier Howard's interception was a thing of beauty. It was a bright spot. They marched down the field. Xavier Howard gets the interception in the end zone, kind of helps us to potentially take a lead, but here comes all the negative. I'll get you one more positive. I'll give you one more positive, and then I'm going to steam pile the negative. The fact that for most of this game, we have been in it, and we've been up against one of the top teams in the NFL and behind 1 point consistently moving the ball, had some defensive stops, had some moves. Yes, they had drops, but we took advantage of it somewhat in field goals, Promising. It's promising for the future of this team, a very young team, second youngest team in the NFL. Again, no offseason. They literally are learning on the fly. Very, very promising to show that, hey, Bills, this game, we're in it. We were in it. We were fighting. Very promising. And here you go. Here it comes. I think it's time to put into it. I think it's time. I honestly think it's time. 4 weeks, the first quarter of the season. I think it is time for Tua to be put in there. The first interception from Fitzpatrick wasn't his fault. Arm got hit while he's throwing the ball. He actually had somebody open that he was throwing to. Could have potentially been a big pickup. Not his fault. I'm not going to put that on him. The other interception, his second interception, disgusting, 1,000% his fault. Blah. But the fact that we consistently moved the ball, right? He was doing his thing, right? Running for first downs, making the throws that needed to be made, all that stuff. But we couldn't get in the end zone. There's a ton of dropped interceptions too. We got to bring those up. I think it's time for a change. I think it's time for an injection of youth, an injection of difference in this offense. And I think it's time for Tua to come in. I think it's time. Fitzpatrick isn't playing bad. He's consistently okay, I guess you can call it. Keeping us in the games, making the throws, putting his body on the line, making the first downs, making the moves. He's consistently okay. We can't do okay anymore. We can't get 5 field goals. Because if those 5 field goals were touchdowns, the Dolphins would have won this game 35-31. We can't consistently do it, and I think it's time for a change. I think it's time to put Tua in there. Offensive line, has been playing better. Today was a little bit worse. There's some things here and there that the offensive line struggled with, but I think it's time for Tua. Running game, please, can we get a 100-yard rusher? I can't even remember the last time we had a 100-yard rusher. Please, can we get 100? I'm tired of seeing Ryan Fitzpatrick as our leading rusher. I'm tired of seeing him top 2 leading rusher on this team. Can we please get a running game? Please. That's starting to piss me off more than Fitzpatrick is, if you want my God's honest opinion. Because I see Gaskins doing his thing. I see Gaskins breaking tackles. I see Gaskins moving. And then all of a sudden it's like, why does he only have 40 yards? What is going on? And you know what it is? This is where it is. And here it comes. Here it comes. I'm throwing garbage away. I'm about to talk about something garbagey. I'm going to throw some garbage away. It's the defense. You can't run the ball if you're down by so many points. You can't consistently move the ball if you're down by so many points. All of a sudden, your offense has to be shifted to one aspect of it. And it's just... The defense for the first half was like... I'm not even going to say first half. Let's say first like 98% of the first half. Held them. We were down by 1 point going into the half, and then we had that Noah Igbenogany blown coverage that got him the touchdown going into the half. Big, huge. That doesn't happen. This game might be different. Dolphins lost by 8. Big play by the defense. The secondary non-existent. Xavier Howard, yes, he got his interception. That kind of helped breathe life into this game, but he was a few steps behind. The touchdown that they gave up, yes, it's Noah's fault. He was in coverage, but the defense wasn't ready. They were substituting. The Seattle snapped the ball real quick and just four verts. Whoever got beat, throw the ball. That's essentially what the play was. We're going to snap it quick. We see that they're substituting. Get the ball out. Go. So, yes, it's Noah's fault. He should have been in coverage, but you can't blame the kid. He's a rookie in his 3rd game starting, and he got rushed. Secondary, we had such high hopes and such high expectations for this secondary. Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Nick Needham showed something last season, and it's not there. And What doesn't help, what seriously doesn't help that cause, is there's the lack of pass rush. You give any quarterback 5 seconds to throw the ball, these wide receivers can run routes for days and get open. It doesn't matter if we have Deion Sanders back there covering. It doesn't matter if we have Troy Polamalu at safety. You give this team, you give the opposing quarterback 5-6 seconds to let the play develop, let wide receivers run a friggin' crossing route from hash mark to hash mark and get open. DK Metcalf lined up on the numbers on the right of Russell Wilson. Hiked the ball. Russell Wilson had enough time to throw him the ball on the numbers on the left side. Yes, Xavier Howard was about 3-4 yards off. Even on the deep pass, he was about 2 yards off. He got jumped up, tried to smack the ball down. He was off a little bit. But you give a wide receiver that much time to run their route, what do you expect to happen? Pass rush. We need some pass rush. I will say this. The team is young. Like I said, besides the Jacksonville Jaguars, the average age of this team is 25. What the Dolphins defense and what the Dolphins coaching staff needs to do is find something that works and stick with it. Zyler should have been out there more. The man is disruptive and the man is working it. You find a pass rush that gets consistent pressure, keep it out there. Don't change it up. I just don't know. I don't know. It's, I didn't expect to win today. I expected more of a fight on offense. I expected more of scoring on offense than field goals. This team needs something. This team needs some type of change. This team needs, like I said, I think it's time. I think it's time to put Tua in. I think this is it. I think this is the time to get it because Fitz hasn't been sacked much. I think within the first 4 weeks, he's probably been sacked about 6 times. It's not bad. I think it's time to put Tua out there. I really do. I think it's time to see what this kid can do. Let him make his plays. Let him make his throws. Have his arm strength. Because Fitz is Fitz, man. You're only going to get so far with Fitzpatrick. He's not the future of the team. I think it's time for Tua. But, Dolphins take a loss here. But like I said, hey, the Texans lost. Texans are 0-4, baby. I like what I'm seeing there. And they got Tunsil. You'd think they'd play a little bit better. But be sure to comment below, guys. I want to know, give me your positives and then give me your negatives. I want to get a positive and a negative from you guys. It's an exercise to keep us mentally healthy, I guess you can say. Give me a positive you liked from this game and comment on a negative that you didn't like from this game. I know what the negatives are, but I want to see what some of these positives are. Be sure to comment below. I do not have a comment of the day for today. I'm literally making this video as soon as the game just ended. I got family coming over. So it's a quick video right after, but be sure to comment below. I'm very interested to see what your comments are. I have, we're first quarter of the season's done. I have my quarterly video probably going to come either tomorrow or Tuesday. Then we have the picks video Wednesday. So look out for that. Also, I'm going to put the picks up tomorrow. So you can go and make your picks and all that stuff. But other than that, I will see you guys probably tomorrow with my quarterly review of this team. I'm going to take a breather and then make that video. Be sure to follow me on Twitter, though. I went live at halftime on Twitter. I'm going to do it again for the 49ers game. I'm very active on Twitter. Be sure to go follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out Fanatics Network. I'm going to be on there probably around 6 o'clock today to shoot the post game with them. So be sure to check them out. YouTube.com/Fanatics Network. Fan to Fan Network, another site I'm associated with. Check them out, YouTube and Twitch. But other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow in the quarterly review. But like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.